It felt different in a lot of ways because it's a different location, obviously different setting, but it felt the same too. And that the butterflies are there, the excitement's there for the home opener and getting out there and competing in front of a group of people who may or may not have seen us play before. So that's exciting for us, and we're looking forward to it.
I know I asked about this before, but just having had the chance to explore Sacramento area a little bit, just what are your kind of thoughts on the area and just the expectations for tonight and just going forward with this new place?
Yeah, it seems great. People seem excited. The community seems excited to have us here. City and the people in it have been very welcoming to us as individuals and as a group as a whole. So, we're hoping for a lot of people tonight, hoping for a good atmosphere, hoping for some energy out of the crowd and kind of set the stage and, establish a presence here in the city and set the tone for what the rest of the season, the next 3 years can look like.
Brent, how much time have you been on the actual field and how would you describe the service that's been out there?
Not a lot. So we've seen the facilities, obviously walked around, but when we were here in January, the field was still being worked on and being put in, and then we were here for 30 minutes to an hour when we came before we went to Seattle. So I don't think anybody's been on the actual field a lot, but we'll get out there here shortly and get some work in.
And how would you describe the clubhouse and all the other amenities that have been kind of added or refurbished?
Yeah, all our new stuff is great. It's brand new, obviously. It's everything that we need to go about our daily business, go about our lives here at the field, and make sure that we're ready and prepared to compete every night.
Brent, what are you most curious about today?
I think most of us are just kind of anxious and excited to see what kind of reception we get from this crowd and what kind of crowd shows up, what kind of energy it is, what kind of atmosphere we can create. Obviously, opening night is not indicative of everything, but like I said, it kind of set the tone of what we could possibly build here for these next 3 years in terms of a very unique atmosphere that we could create.
Brent, you specified the kitchen as an upgrade. Were
Yeah.
you able to take advantage of it yet?
No, I just got here about 15 minutes ago, so I came straight to you guys. No, but there's a bunch of guys hanging out there eating. We brought our chef that we normally have in spring training. Kai is with us, who does a great job. He's very excited about his facilities and his amenities he gets to use as our chef. So I think the food room is going to be a huge plus for us. It's going to be a space where we can obviously eat, we can also hang out and form those relationships that are so important throughout the course of the season.
During the spring, you said the communication was really strong for you guys in the clubhouse. It's a small sample size, but how did that translate?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. A very similar group that we had at the end of last year. We kind of started to build something that we liked. That dynamic and that chemistry continued. I think the energy and the attitude that we had in our clubhouse during those 4 games in Seattle is exactly where we need to be, and we're going to continue to build on that moving forward.
With all players being such creatures of habit, how does moving us to a different city change sort of in preparation for a season or has it?
We'll just have to form different habits, probably. In a sense, like I answered the first question, it'll be a lot of the same. We'll find ways to adapt and do the same things that we do every day, just in a different setting, in a different environment. But some adjustments will have to be made. Some adaptations will be necessary, and we'll find ways to build a new routine, build, like you said, those habits and that daily kind of routine, like I talked about, that are so important to us.
Is there any feeling of displacement? I know this has been such a long slog of this, leaving Oakland, coming here in your step.
I don't think so. I think we recognize the situation. I think we recognize the need for a temporary home until we get to where we're going, and I think we are fully ready and fully prepared to embrace this as our home for the next 3 years, both this stadium and this city, and to make the very best of it. Like I said, it's going to be a unique environment. It offers an opportunity to bring Major League Baseball to a city that hasn't previously had it, to help us continue to further develop and build our fan base, and I think we're fully ready to embrace that.
As for the field itself, you guys have played on it. Is it kind of trial by fire to see how balls are played throughout the stadium?
Yeah, it's a baseball field. I don't see it being that unique to any other one that we play on. Obviously, it might fly a little differently here than Major League stadiums because of a lack of a third deck or more wind. Maybe take the ball here or there. But for the most part, it's what we do every day, and I don't think it's going to play too much of a factor.
Rick, you guys have had to deal with questions for so many years in a row now about various different things, where the team's going to be and the league Coliseum and now. Do you feel like at some point this season, now that you're here and it's here for 3 years, that you could just sort of move on from that, just
I don't know. We'll see. It hasn't stopped yet, so I'll let you know if it does.
Brent, when it comes to the guys that have played on this field at the AAA level and kind of getting adjusted for the other guys that have not touched this field before, what were those conversations like when the A's knew they were moving to play for this city and at Sutter Health Park? And has that been impactful and beneficial for you guys moving forward?
A lot of the concerns that were heard from guys who have played here in AAA, we addressed in terms of lighting, which has been improved, in terms of the batter's eye, which has been moved and made better. So we think those are definitely upgrades that are gonna make this closer to a major league facility. We think, in terms of how the field is gonna play, that's still up in the air. We're thinking about league average, kind of like I've talked about. I know it's pitcher friendly in the PCL, but when you compare it to other PCL fields, really anything is pitcher friendly. So we think it's going to fall kind of right in the middle of where Major League Parks play. That's obviously yet to be seen, and we'll figure that out as we go. But we've talked and taken care of the issues and made it, done our best to upgrade the things that needed to be upgraded to make it up to par for what we need.
Right, on the topic of routines, how has your day so far compared to the game day when it comes to your commute to the ballpark?
Commute was fine. We're about 30 minutes out, which is kind of where we were in Oakland as well. My family just got here last night, so my morning routine was a lot of unboxing princess toys and putting together ice cream shops and doing a lot of dad type stuff before I came over to the field today. So it's nothing out of the ordinary, very, very normal stuff, and just gonna, like I said, talked about, just take a little bit to kind of build that new routine, build those new habits, but it'll definitely get done.
Opening series, 3 homers for Tyler. What do you make of just his start of the bat box so far this season?
It was an impressive 4 games for him. It was kind of ability coming out that we all know is there, that he showed at times last year, and we think he's going to continue to build on that and really take a big step forward this year for us offensively as well as at first base. He's played great defensively there too.
What do you hope the atmosphere, you were talking about atmosphere earlier, what do you hope it is like?
I hope that, I played at Mississippi State, we had 13, 14,000 fans there. Played at LSU, 13, 14,000 fans there. Arkansas, same thing. So my hope and kind of my vision is that it feels like a very big SEC college baseball game in terms of the energy that we bring with the capacity that is allowed. And I think that is that's something that's very special, very fun to play in front of. So that's kind of the vision that I have for it.
What kind of advantage does an atmosphere like that create in baseball specifically, do you think?
In an intimate setting like this with fans very, very close to you and kind of on top of you, I think that definitely offers benefits for the home team. Obviously, you can create a tough environment to play for visitors, and just the fact that it's different and unique and something that we will be used to that other teams will not be will also be an advantage for us, I think.
Is there a local breakfast spot that you're looking forward to checking out?
I have to do more research. I haven't spent a ton of time or enough time here yet to know, but I will definitely look into it.
What do you want to say about the starting pitching, especially the new acquisitions, Severino and Springs, both had really good starts?
All 4 guys are fantastic. Obviously, Sevy and Jeff did exactly what was envisioned when they were brought here. They dominated the game. Beto was really, really good, working out of some jams and pitching really well. And then JP yesterday was also really, really good. So if we can continue to get those kind of starts from those guys, and expecting Joey to go out there and have a great game tonight too. If our 5 guys can go out there and compete like those first 4 did, we like with the improvements we know our offense is going to make with the steps forward. In the batter's box we know we're going to take, we like where we're at.
How curious are you about what's going on at Tampa? Are you paying much attention to what they're going through with also playing in
Not really. I got some buddies on the team and kind of talked to them this past weekend about what their experience was like. But 2 separate situations. Obviously, we're trying to handle our business here, let them do their thing there. So that's about it.
Were there any mixed emotions leaving Oakland, or do you feel like you sort of got your closure last year on that last game?
There's always mixed emotions. There's always people that were there that you developed relationships with that you're going to miss. You're going to miss talking to. You're going to miss seeing every day. We know that exists, and we know that will always exist. At the same time, it's our job to focus on the present and do our very best to put the best product on this field that we can.
You guys have the patch of the city patches, but does it feel weird to not have a city name on the
I don't think the words on the uniform are something that we're necessarily gonna notice. We think we are, while the uniforms don't express a branding or representation of a specific city, we know that we are still representing a very specific fan base that exists, one that's existed for a very long time, and one that we just want to grow and build and make bigger moving forward over these next 3 years and then into Vegas as well.
Well, you're wearing the Vegas patch, right? The one that they sell.
Yes.
So you do have some sort of representation.
That's a private entity. It is not it is a city obviously, but it's a kind of a different thing there.
Much has been said about the good relationship all of you guys have with your manager. What's your feeling of knowing that you're going to have him for these 2 years, plus a few years in Las Vegas?
It's great news. It's exactly who we want leading us through this kind of this next era, this next phase of our organization, phase of our team. We think he is the exact right person for the job to take care of us in terms of development and making sure that our team gets to where we want it to be, and also as well as handling the move and all that type of stuff too. So we're all thrilled.
With expectations being a little bit higher going into this season, has Kotze's approach to the clubhouse changed a little bit, or is he still kind of one of the guys?
No, it hasn't changed. He's the same guy. He's great to hang around. He brings a positive energy, brings an uplifting energy to the clubhouse. Is very focused on our process, knowing that there's still a lot of improvements to be made. For us as individual players and as a team, but the atmosphere is still light. It's still fun. It's still a joy to be a part of.
You've been to a couple Kings games out here. What have you thought of the atmosphere the city's created there, and how much do you hope it translates here?
Yeah, I hope it's the exact same. I think those fans are passionate. Those fans are loud. The energy in that arena is awesome. So if we can build that exact same thing here, I think that'd be a huge win.
Is it odd that your first baseball activity here will be a real game as opposed to like a scrimmage, inter-squad, or exhibition?
I don't think so. I mean, a large number of us have obviously, like we talked about, have played at this stadium before in AAA. So I think there's a little bit of familiarity there. But no, I think a lot of times the first activity of a season is just a game in a stadium. So I don't think that's different.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, guys.